All right. How you guys doing? Morning. Well, this I'm going to make it pretty quick. All right. Good morning. How you guys? Um, I've been up. I would say couldn't sleep actually for the past hour and a half. And what I've been doing, I've been actually watching the activities, the seismic activities. So this video is basically, I keep it simple. I'm going to give you guys an update of all the earthquakes worldwide, what's happening. I'm just going to keep it real, not going to sugarcoat it. All right. And again, I was actually speaking with a gentleman last night, Tono. He lived actually in Indonesia. I post a little bit of the piece of the message for you guys to actually see that I'm actually communicating with people who are actually living these experiences and know what they're going through and what they're feeling and what the ground is like. And I want to share that with you guys because I think it's very important to know what to expect, and that when you feel like certain magnitude, um, 5.0, 4.5, 4.8, what to expect, how the ground will feel. And this is the real information I'm giving you. I'm not trying to sugarcoat it in any way. This is information I get from these people. So, and it's pretty enlightening, pretty eye opening. All right. Now, basically, let me keep it simple. So far, in the past 24 hours, it slowed down a little bit. We're at 2,400, close to 2,400 quakes. It did slow down a little bit, but still, it's a lot. So I'm going to break it down from 12 until now, what's been going on and where all the activities are really happening right now. Now, first and foremost, the Ring of Fire, Indonesia. I go back to speaking with the gentleman last night. Indonesia right now is popping off. So far today, starting at 12 until what? 7:14. Well, my time is 7:14. It's Indonesia have gotten two quakes, 4.4 and 4.8, and that's within the past few hours. I mean, they've gotten other quakes, but it's been two big ones, 4.4 and 4.8. And this is because the Ring of Fire is popping off like crazy. I hope you guys know what the Ring of Fire is. I mean, a lot of you guys pretty much should know by now. This is where you find a lot of volcanoes, and it's like fireworks there. Um, Places, if I don't pronounce the name of these places correctly, I do apologize. There's a few of these places that we all ignorant in some way. They're to my ignorance, so I'm getting myself familiar with these places. As I said, I'm trying to pronounce it as best as I can. Gorontalo, Gorontalo, they got hit twice in Indonesia, 4.4, 4.8. Another country that's on the Ring of Fire is the Philippines. It's not close, but they do get affected. Philippines got hit twice this morning, also like Indonesia. There's a place, there's the city, Palembang. I hope I pronounce it correctly. As I said, if I don't, I do apologize for if you're over there in Philippines watching the video. 4.1 magnitude. And also Sarangani, 4.6 in the Philippines. They got hit. And this is all from 12 o'clock until now. These are the big quakes that's been going on. They do get small seismic activity like in the twos and the ones and stuff like that. But, you know, a lot of places are getting those numbers. But when I see numbers like this, I try to draw a lot of attention to them. All right. So the Philippines is shaking. There's a big party going on over there in the ground and under the ground, and it's going to go on for a little bit. And this is what's happening, guys. The fault lines, they're actually moving. I'm making you guys aware of it. And let's go in the Solomon Island. Solomon Island is a small little island. It's also on the Ring of Fire. They got hit this morning with a 4.9, and that's a big one. It is a small island. Not a lot of people live there. Not a lot of people are familiar with this part of the world, but they got hit this morning. In all these countries, the Philippines, Indonesia, Solomon Island, they're all getting affected because of the Ring of Fire. Now, there are a lot more volcanoes, sorry, not volcanoes, earthquakes going on there because of the volcanoes and the eruptions. But as I said, they're a lot smaller. So I try to bring attention more to the bigger numbers. All right. Now, let's go to the US. Now, California, as I said before, and I've been beating this drum for a while. California is very active. It's a lot of quakes. They got hit twice this morning. Petrolia, California, 2.6, and Shasta Lake, California, 2.7. Well, they're not as big as the ones on the Ring of Fire, but keep in mind, folks, these are the biggest so far in California. But as I said, guys who watch, keep up with my posts realize that I post a lot about California and the activity there. So these are regular numbers that happen there on a frequent basis, and it's going to keep happening. It's not going to stop. This is literally the introduction of the future. So guys, adjust and adjust fast. All right. I'm not here to give you bad news. I'm here to wake you guys up. All right, and make you aware of what's really happening. Now, Stanley, Idaho, also. Oh, if you're over there in Stanley, Idaho, Stanley, Idaho got hit this morning with a 2.5. Now, Stanley, Idaho. This is what's going on with Idaho. Let me break it down. There's no fault lines over there. All right, the fault lines run right. California sit on the fault lines. So, but it's not far from the fault line because that fault line actually is extremely deep. So when these quakes popping off in California, the tremors actually it get over to these places like Idaho, Utah, get quakes, and it's the quakes literally happening over there because of the fault line that's running through California. It's actually the tremors coming off these quakes, and so when the tremors, when they're big enough, they will affect other places because you're going to notice that other places get hit with quakes, and there's no fault line there. But just because there's no fault line there doesn't mean that they can't get hit because these quakes are very deep on the ground. So that's what's going on. As I said, in the past 24 hours, we have around, I said close to 2,400. It did slow down a little bit. Let's go to Alaska. Oh man, there's a party in Alaska. I mean, they don't stop partying. I think Alaska is partying like Iceland right now. They're probably drinking a lot because I don't blame them. The Alaskans, I don't blame if they want to drink because it's going to be hard to sleep because the quakes are constantly popping off over there. Yeah, it's and Hawaii too. A lot of quakes in Hawaii. They're in the twos and threes. A lot this morning. I'm not saying a lot. There's a few of them, but yesterday they were getting hammered. I mean, at one point I saw Hawaii was getting hit like every 34 minutes. Alaska was getting hit like every 45 minutes or something like that. I mean, these are quakes, man. I mean, it's not that quick, but if you think about it, we're used to getting quakes like every couple of weeks, couple of months. And when you find quakes just popping off every 35 minutes, I mean, you guys should wake up to that. It's just not normal. So as I said, get ready. It's going to be interesting. Um, Interesting meaning that you have to learn to adjust because folks, if you think living, I mean, the luxury of electricity is great. I love it. Who don't? But I already conditioned myself knowing that if this ever luxury ever get taken away from me, can I adjust myself? Can I live with it? Yes, I can. And this is the reason why I'm that confident. Is because I've educated myself how to survive without electricity. What are the stuff that I need when I do have electricity? I need a fridge. I need a stove. Obviously, if you want to use the microwave. Do you need laundry? Do you need clean your clothes? But if all that is taken away from me, can I still survive? Absolutely, I can. I am that confident because I've been training myself for years how to by acquiring the right books. Do I know what plants to eat? If the grocery store ever get taken away from me, absolutely. I will not go hungry. I do not need a pantry. I don't. I don't. I really, really don't. And I know it sounds crazy to a lot of people because it's right here. That's all I need. The information is right here because I've gotten that. So I've equipped myself. But what helps me to get to that place is awareness. Awareness is everything. It's not how smart you are. Now, I have a lot of friends. I won't say a lot of friends, but I will go as far as say a lot of my friends, they're extremely successful. I don't know why I attract these people. I meet them, they just take a liking to me, and they're some of the most successful people I've ever met. But they're not the smartest people I've ever met. And I know you probably like, you can't gauge money to intellect. It's not possible. There's no such. I met some of the smartest guy I know got nothing. Trust me. The intellect is on the whole because certain things don't matter to them. But you know what I've noticed about a lot of these successful men, what they all have in common? It's a very simple word. Awareness. It's how aware you are. They're aware how to make a lot of money. And not a lot of people are. Not a lot of people are. It's not how smart you are. It's how aware. It's not about money. It's not about success. But it's the attention of awareness. You got to make yourself aware. It's not about the degrees on the wall. You can't have more degrees than a thermometer. Yeah, I meant that. Some of the brokest people I know got more degrees than a thermometer. And they're broke. Doesn't mean shit. Pardon my French, I'm sorry. It doesn't. At this point, your degree cannot save you. It can't. Can your degree cook your meal? Can your degree give you clean water? Can your degree help you survive if the grid go down? Can your degree help you live through what's coming? It can't. Can your car help you? It can't. Can your house help you? It can't. Next question, last one. Can your money help you? Think about that. No, that type of information is extremely profound. Now, when you can get to that level of consciousness and awareness, actually it's liberating. It's actually pretty free. I'm free. I'm extremely free. I am. I have no worries in the world. Peace that surpasses all understanding. Not a lot of people can get that. Not a lot of people can get there. But I am there. I want you guys to get there. You can only get there through awareness. You get awareness, forgetting knowledge. A lot of people are financially struggling. And no, it's happening. It's going to. But let me tell you something. I'm going to give you guys a little piece of information here. If you haven't learned anything from me, learn this. If you want to fix your situation that you're in, you can't fight. You can't fix your situation by fighting your existing reality. You can't. You know how you fix it? You create a new model. Because if you keep doing the same thing over and over, you're crazy. You know that, right? Do the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. That's craziness. This is how you fix it. You create a new model, do something you love, work on it. So that new model make your old model obsolete, your old life obsolete, make you happy. Fall in love with you. Get aware of what's going on, folks. All right. I'm sharing these information with you because I do care. Believe it or not, I do have my time when I crack my jokes and stuff like that. But you know what? I do it for certain reasons. Some people like to rub me the wrong way. So that's how I get my kicks. It's how I get my high. You know? Who else to entertain me but me? I like entertaining myself because I'm happy and I'm free. I'm liberated. So guys, get ready. Now the Caribbean is popping off the chain, man. The Virgin Islands, the US Virgin Islands, they're actually getting hit like crazy. 3 this morning, 3.5, 3.4, and another 3.5. The Caribbean, there's other Puerto Rico. You guys got hit again with a 2.9. I do have friends that are Puerto Ricans. I reached out to them to make their family aware of this. They said their family have felt tremors. I tell them to be aware. Meaning if the building starts shaking, you got to have some strategy. You got to have some plan, folks. You can't get caught with your head in the sand and your ass in the air. This is not the time to be like that, folks. Trust me. And a lot of people are going to get hit like that. Unfortunately, that's why I choose to do these videos, because I know for a fact there's going to be somebody out there that's going to actually listen to me and think to themselves, maybe this guy got a point. He's crazy, but he got a point. All right. Puerto Rico, if you got people over there, check on the people. All right. Check on people in Puerto Rico, because Puerto Rico right now is getting swamped. Swamped with quakes, man. Japan, they got hit twice this morning, 4.5 and a 4.9. As I said before, there's other quakes going on, but I'm bringing awareness to the big numbers. Japan is getting hit, and there's a lot of other small quakes in Japan. But 2 big ones, 4.4, 4.9, happened since the start of the day in Japan. China. Yesterday, China was quiet for a little bit. I was like, man, there's not much activity going on in China. I said that yesterday, and as soon as I said it and I woke up and I turned on my computer, I see China on the list. I was like, oh man, China. I actually thought you guys were away from everything, the craziness. No, it's not. No one is safe. Nobody's safe. That's what I've noticed. Doesn't matter if the fault line go through where you live. Nobody's safe. China got hit. New Zealand got over 20 plus quakes so far. And there's a few of them between 4 to 5 magnitude. All right, guys. Stay aware. Stay very aware. Stack up on your food, folks. Yep. Canned food. No, as I said, you stack it according to your dates. Eat the ones that expired first. You could actually use all the foods, okay? Organize yourself. Be proactive. This is not a time to be slacking, man. Your life depends on this. Yes, it does. Everyone life depends on this. No one is safe. You know what I call this? You know what I actually call what's happening? It's called the great equalizer. Yes, the great equalizer. Because your money can't save you. A lot of people like to use their money and get themselves out of trouble. This can't save you. The money cannot get you away from this trouble. The house can't save you. You know, some people are homeless. Some people have the home to save them from being homeless. That can't save you. That nice car in your garage can't save you. Get there. Get to that awareness. That's why I do these videos. Get to that level of enlightenment to know that I need to prepare myself because it's going to be a rough ride. It will. But stay prayed up. There is a God. I do believe in God. I've had a lot of experience not to believe in God. Trust me. A lot of encounters. I'm brave enough to say that I don't care what people think about me anymore. When I say I'm liberated, I'm liberated. I'm free. I don't care what people think about me. Listen to this. You will always be a slave to your environment. Listen to this. Listen to what I have to say to you. You will always be a slave to the environment if you care what people thinks. You're always going to be a slave to them. You're always going to be a slave to society. Because you're pleasing society, you're not making yourself happy. I'm the happiest I've ever been because I'm liberated and I'm aware. Through awareness, I got liberated. Folks, it's going to be interesting. Alaska, New Zealand, Greece, they're popping like crazy. Yeah, it's the ground. It's shaking like crazy over there. I feel sorry for the people of Greece. I really do. Someone is sending me an email. Okay, I'll get to it in a little bit. But I'm on Facebook and YouTube doing the live at the same time. But anyway, Greece, I feel sorry for them. I really do. Because it sucks to know that you got a home and you can't sleep in it. I have to be on the street. And I'm making you guys aware of what's really happening. People in Greece are sleeping on the street. It's not because they're homeless. Homelessness has nothing to do with it. These people got homes, but they are on the street because they're afraid to go indoor. Wrap your mind around that. It's not if it's going to happen here. It's not if. I'm not here to cushion your cushion anyone. Or I don't care if you like me. I really don't. I'm doing my part. It's not if, it's when. But can you survive? Can you survive sleeping outside? Ask yourself that question. Yeah, think about it. You got a $2 million home. You got a $5 million home. You got a $10 million home. My friend called me the other day. When he finally, I have a friend of mine. He's the nicest guy. I love him to death. I'll be honest, he got a lot of money. A lot of money. To a point where he's extremely bored with it. So he will call me and give me some of the craziest idea what he want to do with his money. And I think he's just nuts. But when I make him aware of what's really happening, he texted me 2 days ago. And he said to me, Nick, you were right. My house can't save me. My house is like $3 million. But you know what? If what you're saying happened, I can't even go in it. I'm like, yeah, you're starting to get a picture, right? I said, yeah, you are absolutely right. It's the great equalizer. It put everyone on the same playing field. Rich, poor, middle class, whoever. There's going to come a time when each and every one has to learn to survive. And that means sleeping outside. Surviving sleeping outside without getting hurt. Because there are going to be people taking advantage of those situations. It's not if either. They're coming. It's a lot of dumbasses out there. Can you imagine when the dumbasses get aware of this and how much they're going to take advantage of it? No, have you ever wrapped your mind about that, around that part? Do you know how to protect yourself? Do you know what to do? Do you have the people around you that you can trust? I do. Do you? The people around me will die for me because I'll die for them. They got my 6. I got their 6. That's it. That's all we got. Because we know what's coming. Do you have that? Ask yourself these questions. That's some really profound stuff, right? Simple questions, but really think about it. Knowing that degree on your wall can't do crap for you at that point. You know better than the homeless man on the street. You're sleeping next to the homeless man on the street. That's why I cannot look down on homelessness. I can't actually admire these people. You know, I admire homeless people. You know why? I admire them. You're thinking I'm crazy right now, right? You know why I admire people who are homeless? They can survive. They don't need Publix. They don't need Walmart. They don't need to see the posture. They don't need the high-end refrigerator. They don't need the new car in the garage. They don't need the big bank account. They don't need it. Those people are going to be extremely important and essential to society. Because that's where society is going to go. Asking these people, how can I survive? What do I need to do? Imagine a guy with a PhD, MDA, all the degree, more degree than a thermometer, asking a homeless man, sir or ma'am, how do I survive? Because I cannot go in my $4 million house because the ground is shaking. Please help me. We're going to go there. It's all about awareness. I want to take you guys to that level because I'm there. And get there, man. I want everyone to get there. Love you guys. I can't stay too long on this. See, I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready to go to church. See that? That's what I'm getting ready to do. I'm going to read a little bit more, but I'm getting ready to go to church. I'm going to pray for a lot of you dumbasses because you really need it. Yep. You need some holy water too. I love you guys. Be safe. Take care. I'm out.